Hello pioneers, welcome back to Satisfactory. Now I have reorganised my starter factory, but that's not what this episode is about. It's time to move on. So we're going to shove all this stuff in here. There we go. Now to fully commit to fossil fuels. What we've got here, oil processing. Now, I don't think I can actually do any of the others yet. There's one... Maybe that one I might have this stuff in storage, but it doesn't actually matter because we need to do this. So, I'm going to go ahead and grab a whole bunch of stuff, and I will be back shortly. You know, it actually occurs to me while I'm here grabbing some motors. The uses for alternate recipes. See, motors use stators and rotors. Now, stators, the standard recipe uses pipes, steel pipes and wire, whereas rotors, the standard recipe, uses rods and screws. But there's an alternate recipe which also uses steel pipes and wire. Means you can greatly simplify your production change. All you need is those two basic components, steel pipes and wire, and you can make rotors, stators and motors, which is very handy.
Milestone reached. Oil acquisition and refining unlocked. Oil-based products can now be made. The byproducts of oil refinement can be used after further processing, as seen in the refinery. Caution. This is a reminder to minimize the chance of expiration during out-of-base activities.
Thank you for that timely reminder. I most definitely have not ever died during this playthrough. Certainly not 3 times. Right, refineries. Now what we're basically after here is plastic and rubber. So these things are made in refineries. Very nice. Refineries. Here we go. And oil extractor. So we need motors. I should have got a whole bunch of extra parts while I was there, but that's fine. What we're looking for here is oil. It should be down that way, just over where I've already started building there, as you can see. That'll be the closest. And it's not that far away, actually. There you go, 1100 meters, just down here. There's 2 normal, 2 pure, there's another pure somewhere around here. There's also plenty of oil around here. I'll probably end up using some of it for fuel generators later on, but for now we're just going to get some plastic and rubber going so that I can unlock all the rest of the milestones. So I'm going to have to grab, let's see, if I put that to remind me, I'll need motors, encased beams, steel pipes and copper sheets. So I'll grab lots of stuff and then I'll meet you down at the oil fields. Alright, well here we are. I really hope I brought enough stuff because otherwise I'm going to be very embarrassed. Anyway, there's one here. That's... I suppose I could destroy all the foliage if I wanted. I don't actually have a chainsaw. I can't destroy that right now. I could make a chain. I did. Yeah, it doesn't matter. And there's another one just over here. So these are both normal. We're getting 120 per minute. That means, let's lay some foundations. I'm going to have to get rid of those bee things over there, but refinery. If you want to make plastic, takes 30 and makes 20, and rubber, 30 and 20 is the same. We'll get onto this stuff in a second. That means that can make, each of these can support 4 refineries. Right, now, this heavy oil residue, this stage of the game, it starts introducing a new concept, and that is waste products or byproducts. And you have to deal with them as well. If any part of this backs up, then the whole system shuts down. That means we have to get rid of this, even though we don't actually want it. But what we should be able to do with that is, we can turn that into petroleum coke. That takes the heavy oil residue, and then we can burn the coke in some coal generators, which is a very handy way of making this whole thing somewhat self-sufficient. Okay, now then, what I want to do, how big are they? Can I centre them, say, here? Yeah, I should have enough room for that. Refinery. Alright, so if I hit H to lock that in place, and that way I can centre it like that. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then what we can do is like that. How close am I getting to you guys over there? Pretty close. Ada did warn me to, you know, not get myself killed. And I think that's centered there. Okie doke. So, I can put this about there. That should be. Yep. There. You're getting a little bit close. These are only the small versions. There are much bigger ones. But I've already killed them. Right. Let's hide that. Is that right? Yes. It's right there, and then there. Okay. Do this. Right, now these... Whoops, wrong one. We'll make these the plastic on this side, because why not? They only take oil in, so I don't need to worry about any the solid inputs for that hole there. Set that to plastic, and that to plastic. Now, for our outputs... Yeah, I'm going to have to get rid of you. Did I get it? I might have got it before they spawned. So, what I can do here. Now, we have two outputs. We have a fluid output and a solid output. Generally speaking, it's best to try and keep the liquids flat as much as possible. Because of the way pipes work, they can backflow and you get sloshing, and it can be a real pain in the neck. So we'll try and keep these flat. Keep this on ground level. Pipes can be a real pain to line up properly. It's sometimes hard to see. Looking for that green line. There. And there. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to need to put the splitters in, or the mergers rather, form a plastic output. And with them, now, I build things out in a line so that my inputs would keep going out that way and my outputs would keep going back that way. I've done it before, and that is because, as I've said before, it lets me just keep expanding. Now, the odds are very slim that I will ever actually expand this. There's no upgraded oil extractor. I'd need to overclock it, which definitely can be done, don't get me wrong. But I don't really need to. If I need more plastic, which I will. This plastic and rubber here is basically only for unlocking milestones and building buildables. It's not really going to be used in any further factories downstream, so I'm probably already making more than I actually need. So I probably won't expand this, but you know, just in case, there's no point blocking myself off. So, do that. If you make that 3 stacked on top of each other, you can then get a lift like that. And hear that nice tink noise like that. That means it's connecting. And we should have an 80. 80 output in total, so there'll be Mark II belts. And then we can do this. To get that down, that's going to be that way, and I want you there and pointing that way, and you pointing that way. That should let me do this. It'll take it up to my storage up there. Alright, now we need to do stuff with this, which means I'm going to need to go all the way out into the water. Well, I don't need to go too far. I need water extractors, that's for sure. Which put down a bunch of foundations. Because I will need some more refineries. Try and avoid putting stuff on that, at least until I've gotten rid of it. Yeah, we need some refineries, and we can put them... Hang on, where's the centre? Centre is... That middle hump there goes on the centre of the foundation. So that's going to be too close. Yeah, that's too close. We can put this about here. So that's centred that way. And we'll move it a couple that way and stick it there. Stick that there. And these ones will be making petroleum coke. I think I need 2. Or is it 1 for this? 30, 40 heavy oil residue. So I only need 1 from here. Alright, that's a good start. I'm doing really well. You can go there. No, you can't. You can go there. There we go. And this will come around to about there. Comes along there, comes into here. And we only have a single output here, so we don't need to worry about fluids. That produces 120 coke. Do I need to... I do need to chop that out. Bauxite is an end game product, which I really don't need right now. Make aluminium with that. So I'll probably end up just trashing that. Okay. Now we can get some... We should be able to put extractors down here somewhere. Yeah, got a fair bit of water there. That's good. So, coal generators now. The wiki says, if I remember rightly, that a coal generator will burn 25. I don't suppose I can... No, I can't see. 25 of that a minute. So if I'm making 120, it's going to be 4 at full speed and 1 is going to be underclocked a bit. So what I'll do, if I get you there, thank you. Now again, I'm probably not going to expand this, but just in case, what I can do is put it here, squish it up a little bit, that way I can put my generators... Hang on, I also need to get water in, don't I? How do I want to do this? I could split them around that way. I can use words good. I'm going to need to... Hang on. I need to put one down so I can figure out where I'm going. I can do that. Then I can put a splitter coming in that way. That might be too close, actually. That's way too close. Hopefully I've got enough water, which I should, because it goes out pretty far. Out that way. Can I even do... Hang on, this is making 120. Yeah, I need Mark IIs. Did that even fit there? That actually fits really nicely there. Alright, so now I want to put a generator holes. I need to... there. How's that? That can probably go that way one. Go there. It's on the other side there. We put that there. And that connects there like that. And then we can have our water running through, say, here. Now 4.5. That's going to need... Yeah. Okay. If I do my standard underclocked water extractor to do 2 generators, the third one that's underclocked may work just on the second extractor. I'll have to check the maths on that, and maths make hurt brain, so we'll see. Alright, anyway, we need that there, and we need... these might not actually be quite as neat as the other ones, based on the availability of the water. Specifically where it comes. Yeah, too far. Yeah, no, it's alright. I want you about there. That's probably close enough. Right, I'm probably going to need more foundations. Another one. 2. That's not right. There, 3. Now, 100, that will leave us 20. This should be down to 80%. That will need 36 water, 45, 90, plus 36. 126, well, that doesn't quite fit with 1. Can I fit a pipe through there? I think I can. Doesn't quite fit in with 1 water extractor. So we may have to put in an extra one. Works. This is going to clip a little bit, but let's see if it's too... it's not really noticeable. It's a slight clip, but you could just say, you know, it's just resting on there. It's not clipping at all. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And this over to here. And this... nope, not there. Well, alright. I'll do it the other way. Break my own rules about possible expansion. Yeah, this one might actually fit. Yeah, this is a bit better fit. Okay, now we got to get the petroleum coke. Did I? Yeah, I did. One of these days I'll learn. I won't learn. So, it needs to go that way. And where are you sitting? You're sitting there. And that should be it. Mark 2 belt. Okay, now... Hang on. Yeah, that. Alright. That's all done there. So now I need to power this all up. These ones don't fit in the centre properly. That's not quite right. You know what? I'm just going to do it a little off. Oh, I'm stuck in pipe. Right, then we'll do it here. And here. Here. And somehow that doesn't seem right, and I can't figure out why. Doesn't matter. Okay. This one, where's your... You're going to have to go there. And you guys... Oops. Here. Here. Pipe's almost in the way. That's not quite exactly in place, but it's good enough. Okay. Now I need to get all these connected. Can come down about... Hang on. I'm going to need to... I also need to actually connect those, don't I? Otherwise it won't work very well. So you can come down to here. And you can come down to here. And you can come down to... well, there. Good enough. You can do that. You know what? I might need to pipe some here. Probably don't want to forget that. That's close enough. I didn't make a colour for oil. It doesn't matter, I'll do that later. Okay, so now what I need to do is add all these in. This should be connected to my mains, yep. Alright, so we got some oil coming through here. Here we go. Refinery starting up here. These will take a bit to fill up and get going at 100%. Got some plastic heading. There's my storage. I wonder if this will have its visible bug. Yeah, there's actually plastic on it, but it doesn't show. The really long conveyor lifts currently have a visual bug. They work, they just don't show. Anyway, we've got some heavy oil residue coming. Slowly, but it's getting there. We make a bit of petroleum coke. Now obviously you could just sink the petroleum coke or turn it into... I think I have the recipe for polymer resin. Turn it into that and sink it. I like... and it also does fuel. That's cool. Anyway, so you can sink it just to get rid of it. But you might as well use it because, you know, fix it does not waste. So this will give us a little bit of extra power. Basically makes this whole area sort of self-sufficient. Plus it'll add a little bit extra into the grid. Now that's plastic done. I'm going to actually... yeah, I'm going to have to do this again with the rubber. And that's going to end up having to come out all the way out here, I think. But you've seen the process. So I'll duplicate that. And I'll get back to you once it's fully done. Alright, let's plug it all in and see if it works. It's pumping oil. We got some yellow and green lights here. Autosave. There's a bit of rubber coming through there. Now the thing about the rubber recipe is it actually produces 20 heavy oil residue instead of only 10 like the plastic. So I had to put 2 refineries here making the coke, which meant 2 banks of coal generators as well to use it all up. I don't think I have enough. Yeah, I wouldn't have had enough steel beams to use Mark III belts, so I just made 2 separate rows. Now are these plugged in? The water extractors are firing up. I kind of ran out of room in the ocean, so these are a bit messy, but they're all running. Oops. That's a generator working. Get a bit of coke. Here comes some coke into here. Well, as per usual, they'll take a fair bit of time to actually stabilise before the coke gets all the way through the system. But nonetheless, that seems to all be working. Yeah, it's going to take a while. Anyway, we've got rubber going along here. That's cool. Rubber and plastic. So we're burning off all the byproducts. So that's a good thing. Now this is a very long ladder, so I might just cut and meet you back up at the top. Alright, we got some rubber. Make sure that goes in, because it's not just the byproduct that needs to continually be disposed of. If your main product fills up, that will also clog the system and it will stop producing. So I've had to put in some smart splitters here. Once these storages are full, it will head off into these awesome sinks. But that actually appears to be more or less working. I'll need to keep an eye on it, obviously, make sure those generators fire up properly, but that's going to take a while, so I won't subject you all to that. And yeah, very nice. So, I'd just like to thank you very much for watching, and I will talk to you again in the next one.